Hey guys, this is your boy Dino aka DLP here, and welcome back to another video to my channel. Another video of me reacting to Death Battle, guys. Yes, it's been quite a while since I've reacted to the last Death Battle. Well, I say that, but technically I had a little issue with the Death Battle that I recorded previously. So if you guys remember the Death Battle to Obito versus Darth Vader, I did record it. However, I did this rookie mistake where when I was doing the reacting to the video, I did not open my PC screen. So that kind of like messed up the entirety of the video, and it would have been more editing if I had to fix it around, if you get what I mean. So I just decided to scrap that completely. I did watch it though. I did react. Technically, I did record it and react to it. It was probably one of my favorite Death Battles. So I'm a bit annoyed that I forgot to do something trivial like that. And it happens every once in a while. It actually happens. You make that mistake. Don't get me wrong, but it still sucks. It still sucks. So the next Death Battle that was teased after that Death Battle, Darth Vader versus Obito, was actually Phoenix from Marvel versus Raven from DC. So it's going to be Marvel versus DC again, and that's what I'm reacting to today. I'm going to just open this PC screen right now. Fuck it. So I don't make that mistake. Like I said, it's been a while since I've reacted to the Death Battles. So there's a few Death Battles that's actually been released. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to react to Phoenix versus Raven. First of all, Marvel versus DC Death Battle. Even though I am a big fan of Marvel, I don't know much about the X-Men side characters, if you get what I mean, in terms of what they're capable of and what they can do. DC, forget it. Like, I went to the cinemas recently to watch a DC movie, Blue Beetle. That was decent. It's okay. It's an okay movie. The only 3 movies I've ever watched of DC related was Blue Beetle recently, The Flash. Okay, I'm not gonna mention anything about that, and Man of Steel, which was actually probably the best out of the 3 films I've watched. Which is kind of ironic because Superman is my least favourite superhero of all time. I just hate Superman for some reason, but I feel like it's because of Henry Cavill as well, acting as Superman in Man of Steel. He did a phenomenal job, and I feel like the movie overall was just really good. It was really done. It was done really well. So yeah, so I'm not exactly a DC fan at all, more of a Marvel fan. Even then, Phoenix I'm not exactly sure about. So it'll be one of those Death Battles where I'm going to watch the research first, and then I'll make an opinion on who I think is going to win, and then even then I might not be right. I'm almost never right. So let's get to it, shall we? Okay, stop. PC screen is fine, recording is fine, volume is at 55, it's all good. So yeah, let's get right to it. There's a few Death Battles that's actually come out since the Obito vs Darth Vader, and this is one of them. So I'm going to do it in order, of course. So I haven't physically seen what the other Death Battles are, unfortunately. So there's that. I just saw Phoenix vs Raven, clicked on it. I haven't seen what the other Death Battle ones are. So without further ado, let's get right to it, shall we? Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Better help.
Alright. Having a cup of tea.
Jean Grey, the marvelous Phoenix of the X-Men.
Raven, the Azeranthian demon witch of the Teen Titans.
If absolute power corrupts,
I've not watched Teen Titans. It's on Netflix though. I haven't watched it.
We may well be consumed by
Bird battle time!
What the fuck?
I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, what's up with those poses?
In Greek mythology, the majestic phoenix bursts into flames upon its death, then rises from its own ashes. It's a symbol of nature, rebirth, the dawning and setting of the sun, the beginning and end of life.
A cycle poor Jean Grey was thrown into way too young when her best friend was struck by a car right in front of her.
Just like a phoenix, the trauma of Annie's death was the start of something new, her mutant power of telepathy. In Annie's fleeting moments, Jean bonded with her mind, and they experienced her death together.
By the way, Jean was 10.
Enter Professor Charles
What the hell?
Xavier, who hoped to help Jean through her trauma.
And
That's a
was
bit
also
fucked.
telepath. He taught Jean how to control her ex-Jean, and she used her powers to find other troubled mutant kids around the country.
Thus, the first iteration of these marvelous mutant superheroes was born, the X-Men.
X-Men.
Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Angel, and of course, Marvel Girl. We can workshop that name.
Jean's potential as a telepath was incredible, so far beyond Xavier's, in fact, that he installed psionic blocks in her mind to limit her full power. At least until she was mature enough to wield it safely.
She can
Okay.
read and control thoughts, communicate.
Yeah, telepathy is one thing she can do. Astral projection, extrasensory perception, illusions, mind reading, memory manipulation. Okay, telekinesis, alpha level. I'm assuming that's the highest level. Matter manipulation. Okay, barriers and transmutation.
And
Okay.
telepathically rewrite and erase memories, manipulate each one of your senses, and project your mind into the astral plane.
Manipulate your
Jean is also an
senses is
expert
crazy.
telekinetic, capable of forming energy barriers, deconstructing giant machines, and even halting the blood flow to your brain.
Starting to feel like the guy with big hands who can climb good is a little out of place, but Jean's life would change forever. Again, on one fateful mission.
Trapped piloting a ship through a solar storm, the Marvel Girl came into contact with an incredible energy. It merged with her, greatly enhancing her power.
But there was a catch. This thing wasn't just a power boost. It was a giant space bird.
More like a cosmic being, which is the embodiment of the Big Bang, destined to consume all of existence at the end of time. This
Okay.
is the Phoenix Force.
Well, merging with the fire chicken
Phoenix
didn't turn out
Force.
so great, because all it wanted to do was blow shit up. Hey, why don't I get a Phoenix Force? That sounds awesome.
The Phoenix Force desires destruction. Its fire will one day consume all of existence. That's its purpose. Unfortunately, this need for annihilation would prove too much for Jean, manipulating and corrupting her until a thoughtless
Right.
moment where she obliterated an entire civilized planet. Billions of lives
Jesus.
simply erased. This was
Dang.
the dawn of the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah,
Oh,
when Jean figured
okay.
out what happened, she was not okay. No matter how hard she tried to kill the Phoenix's influence, it would always rise back up. Good, because it's a Phoenix.
And so, rather than allow this absolute power to consume her, Jean heroically sacrificed herself, ending the threat.
Ah, what a beautifully tragic story about
Okay.
the corrupting influence of power on the human
Does she
spirit.
rise again?
Not really. Turns out that wasn't actually Jean. The Phoenix was just kind of pretending to be her. She came back later. Oh, and she merged with the Phoenix again.
Well, that's stupid. But hey, absolute power may corrupt absolutely, but it also absolutely owns.
As the Phoenix, Jean can channel vast amounts
Okay, Phoenix Force seems like a major power boost for Jean Grey. So her name, Void Falcon, World Destroyer. Granted powers, energy manipulation, flight, immortality, okay. Life force manipulation, Phoenix avatar, possession, oh, it's a possess someone. Pyrokinesis, regeneration, as in actually regenerating what, her body or organs. Like, what do you regenerate exactly? Or is it just health regen, like self regen, the way you heal faster, I guess, I'm assuming? I don't know. Soul manipulation, time control, oh my god.
of cosmic energy.
She just
Store
sounds
power from
busted.
others, manipulate matter down to the subatomic level, and even scorch your soul with psionic flames.
Flames that take the shape of the Phoenix itself, grow to the size of a universe, and burn hotter than a supernova. The Phoenix can basically do anything. Stop time, open portals, see the future, raise the dead, and create pocket realities just for fun.
She can fly at massively faster than light speeds and wage mental battles across infinite distances in seconds.
El Pollo Loco even boosted Jean's natural mutant abilities to the max. She's physically strong enough to fight the Thing, and she's a stronger telepath than Moondragon was with the Mind Gem. You know, the Infinity Gauntlet bling that controls all minds in the universe.
Oh,
And
shut
should Jean
up.
fall, the Phoenix can always resurrect her. So long as her soul remains intact, it will reform her body no matter how many times it's destroyed.
Which is
So that's where the whole regeneration comes in. So she could just regenerate her entire body. Now let's just say she just gets absolutely decimated, and she doesn't even have any body parts left. The Phoenix will still bring her back. That is crazy. Like, even without the Phoenix Force, Jean has telekinetically rebuilt a body from nothing but a spirit and mental. That's just busted, mate. You just reform your own body just through her spirit and mental energy. Gets out, man. But how long does it take? That's the question. How long does that regeneration take place? You get what I mean? That how fast a regeneration is probably what's going to determine a big factor in this battle. I feel like.
Good, since she's died literally 15 times. As of this recording, at least. She probably died again in 2024.
As of July 26, 2023, sometime after this recording took place, Jean Grey has died a 16th time. Comics are fucking fake. What the hell?
But hey,
Get out.
Jean's not around. The Phoenix has jumped into other people. Rachel Grey, Hope Summers, Firehair. It's got a thing for redheads.
Oh, you think it was a bad idea to have Jocelyn study it?
I demand a raise!
Nah, she's fine.
Well, even with plenty of hosts to choose from, the Phoenix would often end up back with Jean.
Like
Jean.
a clingy, codependent ex. While Jean might be stuck in a kind of love Ouroboros with Scott, Logan, Emma, basically everyone.
Everyone.
Her true bestie
Jesus.
is the Phoenix.
Because according to the Phoenix Force, she is its perfect vessel. The Phoenix is powerful
Wow.
enough to stalemate Galactus and defeat the being Necrom, who was going to collapse the multiverse into a singularity. With Old Man Logan as its host, the Phoenix saved the entire Omniverse from destruction.
Yeah, basically the embodiment of the previous multiverse got mad and tried to flood reality with his evil juices. So, Old Man Phoenix held back a tsunami that would have erased all of Marvel Comics.
Let's move on. Even after multiple possessions, Jean was never quite free from the influence of the Dark.
Reverse Scarlet Witch normal mutant spells caused Eternity to convulse with pain, could kill the Beyonder in the White Hot Room, forestalled Necrom's multiversal singularity, waged mental battles across the infinite dimension, defeated Professor X, Galactus, Necrom, Sublime.
Phoenix and the threat of its ultimate destruction.
But Jean's like the nicest and most patient person ever, so she eventually sort of got through to the Phoenix Force.
And with their combined
Wow.
power emotionally stabilized, Jean reached her ultimate state of being, the
Oh.
White Phoenix of the Crown.
Sounds
Oh,
like a Dark
boy.
Souls boss, and just as bullshit.
White
Phoenix is
Just
a
as
perfect
bullshit.
merging of Jean and the Phoenix Force, allowing her to control time and space and hold friggin' universes in her hand.
So I think Jean Grey becomes the White Phoenix, which is basically her having full control of the Phoenix without getting consumed. Is what the White Phoenix really is. It's kind of like the power of nothingness from Ryu when Ryu goes into the Satsuno no Haro, the evil Ryu basically. When Ryu becomes evil Ryu, and then he learns to control it, he gains the power of nothingness, I think, or something like that. I don't know if it's something similar to that, where she becomes White Phoenix after gaining control of the Phoenix's power. That's just crazy. Having fucking galaxies in the palm of a hand like that. What the hell?
And giving her dominion over the White Hot Room, the highest plane of existence and the center of the Phoenix's power. Beyond the far shore of reality, it is a dimension the Phoenix has complete control over and even gets stronger while in it.
But Phoenix could never get out of that let's kill everyone mindset, so Jean finally confronted it and dumped his ass. Yeah, she dumped a cosmic god of destruction. You go, girl, time to take back the good old days of, wait, they're calling her Marvel Girl again? Roll it back.
But like a phoenix, the two will inevitably rise again and reunite, refresh and renew, with a passion that can melt stars and set our souls aflame.
Yo, Phoenix is just bust. Okay.
This episode is sponsored.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Raven, they have to bring up they have to bring up so probably all the big stuff Raven has done. Like if she's gonna have a chance against Phoenix, cause so far
Buy
Phoenix
BetterHelp.
It
just
can be
looks-
easy to spend all your time on your
Yeah.
work, your friends, your family. But how much time do you actually spend on yourself?
Therapy can be an incredible actor first.
Raven's gotta do something big here, mate. Like
Once upon a midnight dreary, the demon Lord Trigon had a plan to escape his extra-dimensional prison.
By manipulating a poor young Gothamite named Angela Roth, he would spawn a half-demon child that would summon him to Earth.
See, this is one of the many reasons you don't live in Gotham. Thankfully, Angela was rescued and taken to a dimension called Azarath, filled with a bunch of smelly space hippies.
And there, she would have her doomed daughter, Raven.
The Azarathians were terrified of Raven. If she ever lost control of herself, even for a moment, she could release Trigon into the world and kickstart the apocalypse.
So they trained her to control her mind, forbidding her from feeling any emotions whatsoever.
Oh, that's a bit
suppress Trigon's influence, which is smart since even without Trigon, she's strong enough to accidentally destroy the universe.
I don't know, Wiz. Being told that if I get too mad or too happy I'd let loose the actual devil might just make me a tad bit stressed out of my goddamn mind. I call it the prequel trilogy School of Psychotherapy. And much like a Jedi, Raven learned some sick magical powers.
Raven is an empath and can sense the emotions of others even from across the universe. She can
wow.
shape those emotions so precisely it acts as a form of mind control.
She can sense your presence, absorb and redirect your pain, steal your energy for herself, communicate telepathically, erase memories, or just turn your brain off and put you to sleep.
Her telepathy is so strong she could resist a mental attack from the Hive Queen, whose psionic abilities could overpower even Superman's mental defenses.
God, I could use that someday.
Huh?
And he can resist mind control from dudes who can destroy the multiverse. Seems like she's got this emotion shit locked down. What's the problem?
Okay.
Her very soul. While her body is ostensibly human, her soul is the locus for Trigon's corruption, and she can separate it from her own body in the form of her silhouette.
It's a bird! It's a plane! No, that's just a bird!
This soul self is non-corporeal and can be controlled from an interstellar distance away.
Manifestation of a soul, possession, regeneration, shapeshifting, separate form of a life force. It's a separate form of a life force. Is she able to survive it without the soul? Without that, is she able to survive it? Would she be able to survive without that out of her body? If you get what I mean. Because if that's something that's needed, if she needs that to survive, that does come out and it becomes like a liability, then that could come into play in this fight.
Hey, she can use it to fly, teleport across dimensions, possess
We'll see.
smash
I
bodies
might
like
be
a
wrong.
battering ram, and even absorb things into a pocket dimension of infinite darkness.
Or the nightmares.
It can also regenerate from complete disintegration.
Sort of like a soul healing factor. You know, they probably should have thought twice about making the person who could accidentally end the world such a badass.
Given Raven's fear of her dreaded destiny, it's fitting that her soul self should take the form of her namesake, a raven. Across multiple mythologies and cultures, the raven symbolizes prophecy, death, and ill omen.
Hey, if
Ill
ravens
omen.
mean bad news, what about gooses?
You wanna fight me, motherfuckers? Bring it.
Whoa.
I'll nibble you. Hey, what he I'll nibble your eyes out. I'll nibble you. See ya, suckers. Okay, bye.
Oh, right. They symbolize assholes.
Upon turning 18, Raven feared Trigon's growing presence and went to Earth to form a super team capable of combating him.
Screw you, Satan! It's the Teen Titans! These kids may seem like the Justice League Junior Edition, but with Raven as their white and black mage combo, they were out kicking butt and saving the world.
You can add Warrior, too. On one of their adventures, Raven's physical body was enhanced to match Donna Troy, an Amazonian strong enough to withstand a blast from the Universe Buster Monarch.
Well, that's just bad game design.
Okay.
Raven's vast arsenal of magic includes light,
Astral projection, empathy manipulation, force fields, flight, illusions, okay, mind manipulation, physical and spiritual healing, regeneration basically, precognition, so she can see the future, I'm assuming, but then Phoenix can do that as well. Sleep inducement, basically turning you off your brain and putting you to sleep. Soul manipulation, telepathy, telekinesis, teleportation, time crunch. A lot of her powers is pretty much the same thing Phoenix does. Phoenix has a lot of these powers as well.
lightning,
This is gonna be a
illusions,
tough one.
shape-shifting, matter manipulation, stopping and traveling through time, and most dangerously, her control over souls.
She can rip your soul out of your body and absorb it to get stronger. Even controlling a universe full of souls all at once is no big deal.
And should someone attempt to possess her, she can tether their soul to hers, absorbing them.
Like in a possible future timeline where she did just that to the four horsemen of the apocalypse. She got strong enough to destroy all of creation. She was called the Unkindness, which is actually the term for a group of ravens. neat.
All of these powers made her an incredible asset for the Titans. No longer alone in Azeroth, awaiting
okay.
inevitable doom, Raven found a new home with new friends.
And a potential green-skinned love interest that DC is too cowardly to commit to. Come on, guys. We all ship it.
Alongside Raven, the
What the
Titans
fuck?
have defeated the Church of Blood, the alien conqueror Mongol, and the Brotherhood of Evil. However, the more Raven used her powers, the more Trigon's influence grew, unleashing a frightening transformation. Dark Raven.
Yeah, you can
Dark
throw Anthony
Raven.
out the
Oh,
window.
God.
As Dark Raven, she's a force of pure destruction. A perfect vanguard for her pop's hellish army.
Like in the New 52 era,
Oh,
where she
boy.
led Trigon's forces, conquering worlds for, quote, an eternity.
Even destroying her body won't do much. She'll just...
Frequently resisted Trigon's influence. Okay, that's not easy to do. And you know what it is? This is actually pretty interesting. That's a very interesting fact. She's frequently resisted Trigon's influence, as compared to Phoenix, or as compared to Jean Grey. Even though she's tried to resist the Phoenix, it's always come back and consumed her. It's always come back to consume her. But then again, she did eventually gain control over it and became the White Phoenix, which is kind of like ridiculous, like the pinnacle of her power, if you get what I mean. But at least on the whole resistance part, she's definitely resisted Trigon, as opposed to Phoenix, who's failed to resist the Phoenix in the past, if you get what I mean. Her soul self grew larger than the sun, fought for 3 days straight on an astral plane. I don't know if Phoenix can do that. Matched Donna, that's a lot of stamina right there. Matched Donna, Troy, and Unbound. Astar's soul self flew from Earth, conquered numerous worlds, ended every plane of existence as the unkindness, yeah. Defeated Brotherhood, Mongol, Teen Titans, Neuron,
Just keep
Trigon.
fighting as a messed up demon ghost.
But the Titans were not fair-weather friends. With their love and support, Raven overcame her dark side and purified her soul to battle her all-powerful father.
We've
There you
been
go.
talking around him for a while, but Trigon is one of the biggest, baddest mother effers in DC Comics. Literally, evil personified. He's wiped out the Justice League with no effort, including our old pal, pre-crisis Superman.
Oh,
The same
fuck off.
Superman who flew so fast he broke the bonds of infinity.
That's
Trigon
pre-crisis.
destroyed entire universes, matched the fifth-dimensional imp Mr. Mxyzptlk, and even killed Dr. Fate in an alternate dimension. The same Dr. Fate who flew across reality at the velocity of God.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
Velocity
So
of
is
God.
Raven. You see, Raven was raised as a pacifist, afraid that if she let loose, her father's powers would kill everyone she loved.
But in truth, Raven's power never belonged to her father in the first place. It was hers. And Trigon had no idea how strong his daughter really was.
With the Rings of Azar, Raven bonded with Azeroth to overpower Trigon and destroy his soul. Even though her body got nuked in the process, she just kept superheroing without it. That's
Oh.
right, as a ghost.
But even without her father's direct influence, Raven's incredible power continued to prove impressive. Like the
Okay.
time she fought the Spectre, an unbound angel of wrath whose conflicts often threaten all of reality.
Long have the legends of old proclaimed the awesome might of the Goth GF, but I never knew they were true until this day, Wizard.
Okay. Portents of Doom are nothing new for this shadow-clad sorceress. With her
Wow.
teammates at her side, there's no future this Titan can't overcome.
Oh my god, both of these.
Alright.
Oh god, both of them are fucking busted, mate. Oh my god. Okay, right. One thing that really got my attention is how they mentioned how she's able to absorb or soul manipulate other people or rip their souls out of their body. And if anyone tries to take her soul, she ends up just absorbing their soul anyways. That's something that they mentioned. The Phoenix is able to do possession, as in possess other people, I'm assuming. Problem is, if the Phoenix tries to possess Raven, would it be successful, or would Raven end up absorbing that for herself and increase her power that way? How's that gonna work? You get where I'm coming from? And even without the power inside of her, she's been able to do shit, you know? But then again, Phoenix, even without the Phoenix, she was able to rebuild her own body from nothing, from just her mental powers, basically. Both of them are just ridiculously busted. I don't know who's going to win. I honestly don't have the faintest idea of who's going to win. I'll be honest, if I had to pick someone right now, fucking hell, I can't believe I'm saying this, I might have to go with Raven. Something's telling me Raven just... it's going to be a very close battle. It's one of those battles where it could go either way. It could really go either way. It's one of those battles where it could go either way. But I feel like Raven might take it, just by a little bit. But we will have to see. I'm going to stick to Raven. But I feel like this is a battle that could go either way. And if Phoenix does end up winning, won't be mad in the least, because it's that hard of a fight to predict. Let's get to it. But if there's a way that I see Phoenix beating Raven, is if she whips out her final form, as in the White Phoenix, which is the complete control of her over the Phoenix. At that point, I feel like it's GG. That's probably the only way I see Phoenix beating Raven, and if that's the case, then fair enough. If not, I don't know. Even with White Phoenix, can Raven handle White Phoenix? I don't know. White Phoenix just sounds like the pinnacle of her power. So, and I don't think Raven has that pinnacle of power. Like, she nuked herself in the process, apparently, to defeat Trigon. Even then, she was doing it after nuking herself in the process. Shit, should I? I'm going to stick with Raven. I don't want to change my choice. I'm going to stick with Raven. But I feel like if Phoenix is going to win, it's going to be... It's going to be through the power of White Phoenix. That's the only way I see her being Raven. Both of their power styles are very, very similar.
Come to burn my home to ashes. The demon inside you is too strong to be left alive. I'm sorry. This is for the good of the universe.
Oh damn, she just knocked the fucking Raven like that. I was gonna say Crow.
Azarath Metrion Zethos!
Damn. Shit.
Darkness take you!
Oh wow. Teleportation? Oh, it's an illusion. I think it might be an illusion.
Afraid of the dark.
But it's an illusion. She can do illusions, isn't it?
You don't control my mind.
Yeah. As if that was gonna work. Yo, they're just battling with their minds at this point. It's crazy. Is that unkindness? Did you whip out the unkindness already? Yeah, she really thought that would work. She really thought. Yeah. She really thought that would work. Oh my god. Come on. Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Okay, this battle was much better than I thought. Okay, this battle was actually pretty damn good. Oh shit. She just threw a planet at her? Get out. Bro, she had no problem blocking that, did she?
Let me cleanse you of your demons. Sear and scorch them all away.
I don't think that's gonna work. Don't think it's gonna work.
No, I'll take this
Yeah.
from you.
I knew it. I knew it. Oh wait. Did the White Phoenix come out?
Enough! I'm taking everything that twisted
Okay.
you somewhere white. Hot. Pure!
Wait. Is that GG? Is it GG? Oh my god.
Scott,
Okay.
Charles, everyone, give me strength!
Oh my god.
I'm not the daughter of a demon. I am a daughter of Azarath.
Azarath's power.
Metrion Zethos!
Is this where she just nukes herself in the process? And she absorbs it. Oh, never mind, she just blew the fire. Oh my god, she just nuked herself in the process. Oh my god.
I'm home.
True, she can still fight as a ghost, isn't it?
KO!
You see, okay, fair enough. So, okay, I'm glad that one with Raven, because even with how powerful Phoenix was, I just had this inkling that Raven was going to win. And she basically won in the same way as she defeated what's that dude's name? Trigon. Trigon? Is that how you pronounce the name? The same way that she defeated Trigon, where she basically uses the power of Azeroth. I think that's the name of it. And she just nukes herself in the process. And even then, she was fighting as a ghost. That's pretty much what's happened there. She's just nuked herself in the process, and she's able to nuke her off as well. I thought the White Phoenix was like enough to defeat Raven, but I guess not. I had that question. I was even doubting myself, thinking whether the White Phoenix could beat Raven or whether Raven could handle it. It seems that she had no issues.
You know, I think they could have just talked this
But I was
one out.
right
This
that
was
Raven
a
was going to win.
nail-biter, and perhaps that's
Thank
surprising,
you.
since Raven's reputation hardly matches that of the almighty Phoenix.
Probably because Raven's always holding back. When she does it, you don't have to dig too deep to see that these two are evenly matched in power.
The
Yeah.
Phoenix Force was strong enough to hold back the destruction of...
Okay, more showing of high-end power. Phoenix Force has more experience. Fair enough. Lacks spiritual defenses. Guess she's more offensive, I guess. Couldn't destroy the soul self. Counters most of Jean's abilities. That's probably because Raven and Raven's abilities are pretty much the same, identical to Phoenix's abilities, so more options to end the fight. Soul self would always regenerate, theoretically less stamina and experience. Really?
of all creation.
Experience,
Raven
yes,
had
but
multiple
stamina.
showings of battling similarly powerful characters like Trigon and the Spectre, and both could compete with speeds exceeding infinity.
Sure, Jean got a power boost in the White Hot Room, but that didn't make her invincible. The Phoenix has been overpowered there before, like by this big green cat. So throw stats out the window. This fight came down to their abilities.
Both were immeasurably powerful telepaths. Both could
Yeah.
control matter and time.
It's
Both
crazy.
could absorb each other's energy. However, Raven's ability to survive and fight as just her soul meant that most of Jean's offensive arsenal could not end the fight.
The Phoenix Force could have attempted to possess Raven's soul, but
But
Raven
yeah.
has tethered her essence to other similarly powerful beings and absorbed them in the past.
Didn't I mention this before the battle? If she was to try to do a possession on Raven, she would just end up absorbing her anyway, so it just wouldn't work. Yeah.
And while the Phoenix's fire has shown to burn souls, Raven's has regenerated from complete disintegration.
On the flip side, Jean actually had very little defense against Raven's soul manipulation. The Phoenix could regenerate Jean's body, but not her spirit.
When Rachel Gray's soul was shattered, the Phoenix was actually incapable of healing it on its own. And while the Phoenix Force itself will be reborn in the White Hot Room, this can take months, years, even centuries.
So it
Oh,
could
wow.
be one hell of a war of attrition, but ultimately only Raven had the ability to finish this battle.
Jean
Interesting.
Grey was one of the strongest beings we've ever seen. But Raven's own awesome might, brilliant magic,
Yeah,
and
Raven
unique
was ridiculous.
soul-destroying powers snuffed out her fire for good.
Will the Phoenix
I like how
rise
she
again,
did that.
Returning from that far, far shore, quoth the Raven, nevermore.
Dang.
The winner
Raven.
is Raven.
Raven's just busted, mate. Raven's busted, both of
Thanks
them.
for watching. Stay
Even
tuned.
if
We have
Phoenix
a new Death
lost,
Battle
Phoenix
releasing
is just-
every 2 weeks this year. And click the join
She's
button
just
to
a-
get perks and
she's
extra
just a
content.
cheat
Planet
cheat
level members
character.
even see Death
Just a
Battles
cheat
before
code,
anyone
really.
else, so don't miss out.
Okay, who's the next one that I'm gonna watch? Guts, mate. Okay, they brought back Guts. Okay, Guts I think came on Death Battle once before, but that was years ago. So they're bringing back Guts again. Who's Dimitri from Fire Emblem? Well, I've never played Fire Emblem. I never had anything associated to it. So unfortunately I wouldn't know anything about it. So that's probably the next Death Battle I'm going to be watching. Guts versus Dimitri. Guts. Oh my god, the beast. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Guts from Berserk. Berserk is it's a bad boy show. It's a bad boy show. If you haven't watched the shows, I would suggest watching the 3 movies first and watch the season. That's how it actually goes. I suggest you do that. So, But anyways, this, oh my god, this death battle overall, absolutely ridiculous. Like, it was just a ridiculous death battle, I'm not gonna even lie. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'll end the video right here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching my reaction to me reacting to Phoenix versus Raven's death battle. This might be one of my favorite death battles. It's actually a lot better than I thought. Because I feel like it's because both of them have such similar abilities. Or I dare might say that it's almost identical, their abilities. A lot of their abilities are very identical. Therefore, both of their powers kind of like cancelled out each other in the process, and therefore it was a lot closer than I thought it would be. So in that, and just how the fight was represented from Death Battle, it just looked really good. It was just casually chucking fucking planets at each other. I was like, bro, what? It was crazy. Some great stuff. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy today's video, be sure to smash the like button, comment, share, do those good things. I see more content of me doing more Death Battle reactions videos like this in the future. However, if you guys are new to the channel, consider the subscribe button, join the DRP Guild today so you don't miss a single video from my channel. With those reactions to Death Battle, reactions to Hololive, and then the reaction videos main content series you get to see on this channel. So be sure to come in, subscribe, and most importantly, have fun and join the journey with me. So as always, guys, this is your boy Dina signing out. Have a nice day, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, peace.